Hey everyone, welcome to This Explainer. Today we're diving straight into some serious wealth building secrets from Adam Koo's incredible research. And we're tackling a topic that I know is probably on your mind right now, building a lucrative business without quitting your day job. I mean, it sounds like a total pipe dream, right? But stick with me, because as we're going to see, this is actually a very structured, completely attainable reality. Let's just get right into it. Okay, let's start by addressing the massive elephant in the room. Do you absolutely have to quit your job to get rich? Look, this is a very specific, honestly, kind of paralyzing fear that almost everyone working a 9-to-5 has. It's that deeply ingrained belief that you have to completely abandon the safety of your steady paycheck if you want to build real wealth. You know the thoughts. I can't risk my primary income, or I definitely don't have the massive startup capital for this, or the big one, what if I fail and just lose everything? Well, Koo's research shows that these self-imposed limitations, they're exactly what keep us trapped in the rat race, literally working from the office to the grave. The truth? No. You absolutely do not have to quit to start building your fortune.
So to show you exactly how this is possible, we're going to follow a quick roadmap today. First, we'll cover the myth of quitting, then traditional versus digital business, moving on to your greatest hidden asset, finding a hungry niche, and finally, automated digital income streams.
All right, Section 1. The myth of quitting, debunking entrepreneurship illusions.
Before we go any further, we really need to acknowledge your current anxieties. You might be sitting there firmly believing, look, I don't have the time to start a business after a grueling day at the office. Or maybe you're thinking you just can't afford to risk your hard-earned savings. If that's you, if you're worried about the time or the money, I want you to really absorb this quote from Adam Koo. You do not always require lots of capital to generate passive income. This completely, totally shatters the myth that starting a lucrative business means a 100-hour work week, an office packed with employees, and millions in startup cash. I mean, sure, maybe that was the reality back in the industrial age, but today, it is absolutely false. You can build cash-generating assets right now using mainly your ideas, your passion, and honestly, just a little bit of your spare time.
Moving right along to Section 2, Traditional versus Digital Business, the Paradigm Shift.
To really grasp how you can build a highly profitable business while still working full-time, we have to compare the mechanics of the old economy versus the new one. Think about traditional business. We're talking high overhead, physical inventory, signing a lease for retail space, hiring staff, and being limited to a local reach of customers who actually physically walk through your doors. Plus, it usually takes, years just to break even? But then look at the internet business model. Low startup cost, digital delivery, which means absolutely zero physical inventory, and an instant, global reach of over 934 million people. You can run this whole operation part-time, straight from your couch, dedicating maybe 2 to 3 hours a day to it. The cost of failure is just incredibly low, but your upside? It's practically unlimited.
And the margins become incredibly clear when you look at the actual numbers. Because digital products completely skip the massive overhead of physical manufacturing, storage, and shipping, profit margins can easily reach anywhere from 50 to 75%. Think about that for a second. Koo points out that when you're selling information products, say an ebook or a piece of software, your cost to reproduce that product is essentially zero. You do the hard work to create it once, and then you can sell it 1,000,000 times. It's almost like having your own printing press. This is exactly what allows you to earn income from anywhere in the world, almost instantaneously.
Which brings us to Section 3. Your greatest hidden asset, monetizing the mind.
So many people fall into the trap of thinking their value is strictly limited to their job title. But listen, your current job and your salary, those are just your baseline. You don't need to build a massive physical factory because your brain is the ultimate factory. Your real wealth actually comes from your intellectual property. Koo defines this as any knowledge, idea, or process that solves problems and satisfies needs. And the absolute best part about this? It is not just for geniuses. This is about everyday skills. Intellectual property isn't restricted to brilliant inventors with, these crazy complex patents. No, it is simply your unique expertise or your passion packaged in a way that helps other people. Basically, if you know how to do something better than most people, whether that's cooking, organizing a closet, or even playing a video game, you already possess valuable intellectual property.
Let's rapidly look at a few real-world anecdotes from Koo's research just to show you what I mean. Take Bert Ingley. He took his passion for the football video game Madden NFL, wrote a strategy guide, and boom, he earns $187,000 a year from it. Or Rosalind Gardner. She reviews online dating sites and brings in over $436,000 annually doing just that. Then there's Dr. Rajesh Shah, who took his medical practice online and is now treating patients across 112 countries. These examples are absolutely wild, but they prove that literally any niche, from a video game to pet care to medical advice, can be incredibly profitable if you properly commercialize it.
Okay, let's move to Section 4, Finding a Hungry Niche, the Blueprint for Action. Now that you can see what's truly possible here, let's talk about how you actually apply this theory to your own life today without ever handing in your 2 weeks' notice. Step 1. Identify your passion. What do you naturally love doing? What are you already an expert in? I mean, what's that one topic you could just talk about for hours? Step 2. Find a hungry niche market. This is crucial. Don't try to sell a general product to everybody. Instead, find a very specific group of people with a very specific problem that they desperately want solved. And step 3, size up the competition and the profit potential. Ask yourself, how can you pair your natural expertise with a targeted, hungry digital audience? Trust me, it is so much easier and way cheaper to dominate a small, super passionate niche than to try and fight it out in a massive generalized market where all the big corporate players already exist.
And that brings us to our final stop, Section 5, Automated Digital Income Streams, Multiplying Your Value.
So once you've nailed down your niche and you know exactly what problem you're solving, the final piece of the puzzle is figuring out how you're going to seamlessly deliver that value to a global market. And ideally, we want to do this without ever buying or storing a single piece of physical inventory. You actually have some incredibly diverse revenue options to build this bridge to wealth. You could create ebooks and information products, meaning you write it once and let it sell infinitely on autopilot. You could build software solutions to automate a common problem for your specific niche. You could dive into affiliate marketing. Or you could even use dropshipping, where you sell physical goods on your site, but a wholesaler handles all the inventory, the packaging, and the shipping straight to the customer. All of these are fantastic options because they keep your running costs practically at zero while leaving your income ceiling completely unlimited.
I want to highlight affiliate marketing in particular here. This allows you to earn really high commissions simply by promoting other companies' products, with zero inventory and zero shipping on your end. If you really only have a few hours a week after work, this is just a perfect starting point. Seriously, you don't even have to create the product yourself. You don't deal with customer service complaints, none of that. You just find an awesome product in your niche, talk about it, or link to it online, and you can earn up to 75% commission when someone clicks your link and makes a purchase. It's a highly efficient way to generate true, hands-off passive income while you're literally sleeping.
All right, as we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a final, slightly provocative question. What million-dollar idea is hiding in your head right now? You've seen the proof. We've walked through the blueprint, so here's my challenge to you. Spend just 15 minutes today, just 15 minutes, brainstorming what your unique intellectual property is. Think about your passions, your weird skills, the everyday problems you know how to solve better than anyone else. Because honestly, taking that very first completely risk-free step of identifying your own value, that could literally be the start of your journey to true financial abundance. And the best part? You can do it all without ever having to hand in your resignation. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you next time.